Welcome back to K-12 Excellence Hub, where we help you experience excellence and embrace opportunity in global education. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Marcus. We're both lead consultants at Alifa Education Services. And today, wow, Sarah, we've got something really exciting to unpack.
You're not kidding. We're diving into what I honestly think is one of the most fascinating educational phenomenon happening right now, the bilingual school revolution in China's Tier 1 cities.
And when I say revolution, I mean it. We're talking about Beijing, Shanghai, Guangzhou, Shenzhen. These aren't just schools anymore, Sarah. They're like educational ecosystems.
Exactly. And you know what struck me when I was researching this? These institutions have completely flipped the script on what bilingual education means. It's not just let's teach English and Chinese, it's become the strategic platform for global preparation.
That's a great point. And speaking of strategy, let's be real with our listeners. Parents in these cities aren't making casual decisions here. We're talking about families with household incomes of 70,000 to 210,000 USD annually who are viewing this as a calculated investment.
Oh, absolutely. And Marcus, can we talk about the elephant in the room, the business models? Because this is where it gets really interesting.
I was hoping you'd bring that up. So we've got these two completely different approaches, right? On one side, you have the nonprofit schools that are like, they're mission-driven warriors.
I love that description. But you're right, these nonprofit schools, they're reinvesting everything back into education. Better facilities, teacher development, student resources. They're playing the long game.
And then, complete opposite end, you've got the for-profit schools that are operating like premium brands. We're talking state-of-the-art everything, aggressive marketing, targeting those internationally minded families who want the best money can buy.
The price difference is staggering, though. Marcus, we're looking at nonprofits that might charge, what, 11,000 to 21,000 USD, while some of these premium for-profits are pushing 42,000 USD per year?
That's more than many American private schools. But here's what's fascinating. Both models are thriving. Why? Because parents are making decisions based on completely different value propositions.
Which brings us to the families themselves. Marcus, the demographics here tell such a specific story. We're not talking about your average middle-class families.
No, definitely not. These are corporate executives, tech leaders, international business professionals, people who understand global markets because they work in them every day.
And culturally, it's interesting too. About 85 to 90% Han Chinese, but we're seeing this growing international component, around 5 to 10% international students, plus increasing ethnic diversity.
What I find really compelling, Sarah, is the motivation behind these choices. These aren't parents who are just following trends. They're making strategic decisions about their children's futures.
Yes, and that strategy shows up most clearly in the curriculum design. Marcus, can we talk about how these schools are actually structuring learning? Because it's mind-blowing.
Oh, this is where it gets good. So forget everything you think you know about bilingual education. These schools aren't just alternating between English and Chinese classes.
Right. They're creating these seamless, integrated experiences. A student might explore scientific concepts in English in the morning, then dive into Chinese poetry in the afternoon. And both are informing each other.
And the STEM programs, Sarah, they're at the cutting edge. We're talking AI-powered personalized learning, virtual reality environments, global classroom connectivity. Students are collaborating with peers in New York and London in real time.
It's like they're preparing these kids for a world that doesn't even fully exist yet. The pedagogical approach is so different, too. It's all about inquiry-based learning, critical thinking, experiential education.
Which raises the big question, is it working? And Sarah, the data is pretty compelling.
The research is incredible. Students in these programs show enhanced neurological flexibility, improved cognitive control, advanced problem-solving skills.
But here's what really matters to parents.
The academic performance.
Exactly. Higher standardized test scores, better university admission rates, both domestic and international, and significantly more scholarship opportunities. But the real payoff comes later in career prospects. These graduates are landing positions in multinational corporations, taking on international roles, positioning themselves in innovation sectors that require cross-cultural fluency.
And that's where families are really experiencing excellence and embracing opportunity, seeing their investment translate into measurable career advantages.
Now, we can't ignore the policy landscape here, Sarah. The double reduction policy that started in 2021 has completely reshaped things.
Oh, that's such an important point. So for our listeners who might not be familiar, China cracked down on for-profit tutoring in core subjects to reduce pressure on families.
Right. And what happened? Bilingual schools became even more attractive as alternatives to the high-pressure traditional system. Parents are saying, if we can't pile on extra tutoring, let's find a fundamentally different educational approach.
And the innovation hasn't slowed down. Marcus, some of the trends we're seeing now are just their next level.
You mean like blockchain-authenticated educational credentials, AI-embedded curriculum, cross-disciplinary programs that blur the lines between subjects?
Yes, and sustainability integration, global citizenship education, ethical leadership cultivation. These schools are preparing students not just for careers, but for a responsible global citizenship.
The expansion is accelerating too. Just this year, Basis International added 3 new campuses in Shenzhen alone. The demand is clearly there.
Which brings us to the bigger picture, Marcus. What does this mean for education globally?
I think we're witnessing a fundamental shift. These schools are proving that you can preserve cultural heritage while preparing students for global opportunities. It's not either or anymore. It's both and.
And for families considering this path, whether in China or elsewhere, the model is clear. This is educational strategy at its finest. The investment is significant, but the returns are measurable and substantial.
What excites me most is that other countries are taking notice. These Tier 1 Chinese cities are becoming laboratories for bilingual education innovation that the world is studying.
It really is about experiencing excellence in educational design and embracing the opportunities that global preparation creates.
You know, Sarah, 20 years from now, I think we'll look back at this period as pivotal in how we think about preparing young people for an interconnected world.
I completely agree. These schools aren't just teaching languages, they're creating adaptable, globally minded professionals who can navigate complex international landscapes with confidence and skill.
For our listeners who are educators, policymakers, or parents considering international education options, China's Tier 1 cities offer a masterclass in what's possible when you think strategically about bilingual education.
That's our deep dive into the bilingual school revolution. As always, at Alifa Education Services, we're committed to helping you experience excellence and embrace opportunity in education.
Thanks for joining us on K-12 Excellence Hub. I'm Marcus.
And I'm Sarah, encouraging you to keep exploring, keep questioning, and we'll see you next time.